But the results are in on our investigation into nail salons, and it's not pretty. There's been an explosion in the number of nail salons popping up, and because it's an unregulated industry, there are growing concerns about standards of care and hygiene. As Adine Cassidy reports, a botched nail job not only looks bad, it can cause serious health problems.
It was terrible. I was really sick.
You'll always get those cowboys out there.
They're just popping up all over the place. They're just everywhere.
Beautiful, polished, well-groomed nails. That's what you expect from a luxurious manicure or pedicure at your local beautician. What you don't expect is to walk away with a serious skin fungus or worse, an infection that can kill you. In the US, a woman died after contracting staph at her local nail bar.
They're significant bloodborne diseases. The moment you start to cut skin in any way, shape or form, you run the risk and you are open to all the pathogens that can occur.
They were rough, like it would hurt. Sometimes they would nick it and there'd be a little bit of blood and they'd just wipe it off.
Like thousands of Australian women, Jackie Elliott couldn't resist the lure of a cheap mani-pedi from her local cut-price nail bar. What she got was a nasty skin infection.
They got really, really bad, like really swollen, and there was blood.
There's estimated to be 5,000 nail salons in Australia. We sent 3 girls into 3 different nail bars armed with a checklist. Isabel for a standard manicure and pedicure, and Ashley and Michelle for a full set of acrylic nails and a pedicure. Here's what they found. Firstly, none of the tools were sterilised in front of the girls.
You know, the nail file already had marks on it and stuff, and she used the same one on my feet as she did on my hands.
Only 2 of the 3 technicians used gloves. There was little or no hand washing.
I didn't see them wash their hands at all. I was expecting to go to an actual basin, or a sink, and they just told me to lean over and do it in the where you get your pedicures done.
We only captured 1 foot basin being cleaned, but most alarming, all 3 of our girls had their feet shaved with a tool only podiatrists are permitted to use.
What did you think of this when you first saw it?
I was horrified.
Kelly Nicholas is an accredited nail technician and educator at the Australasian College Broadway. She says for most consumers, it's impossible to tell a good nail job from a bad one.
I felt it burn, and then later noticed it drew blood.
How was it sanitised?
It wasn't.
Michelle paid $75. It's cheap, says Kelly, because they cut corners, using a drill on the natural nail bed to speed up the process.
This one treatment will probably take, in all honesty, about 12 months to repair.
Isabel paid $110 for her treatment, but Kelly says her manicure looked days old, the polish uneven and her cuticles raw from being clipped.
If I was Isabel, I'd be going in there and asking for my money back.
Ashley's nails were damaged, but not as severely. She paid just $70.
Overall, I'd say it was poor. The fact that they didn't speak English was the main issue.
They're crippling our industry. They're able to buy their products cheaper. They're still using the banned MMA.
Karen Peppercorn from the Australian Professional Fingernail Association isn't surprised by our results. She says nail bars are still using the banned and highly toxic chemical methyl methacrylate, a liquid substance used to harden acrylics, which is why many workers wear masks.
What often they would do is buy it in bigger bottles than this and decant it into smaller bottles. So all you would see on the desk was a bottle like this.
Despite the stories, it doesn't always have to be a nail-biting exercise. Our survey found a trip to a nail bar, or even better, a salon, can give you the results you want, provided you demand hand washing, to see qualifications, use of an autoclave, no foot spas, to check for MMA. Our survey found salons with accredited technicians aren't much more expensive. In Sydney's West, we found one of the cheapest nail bars, just $25 for acrylics. But a beauty salon in the south is just $10 more. In Brisbane South, a full set of acrylics will cost you $48 at a nail bar. For $2 more, just around the corner, it's $50 in a salon. In the north of Melbourne, $28 will buy you a set of acrylics from a nail bar. Head west to a beauty salon and pay just $40.
Yeah, you do get what you pay for. If you want to pay $30 to have your toenails looked after, well, you're going to get $30 worth of service.
Every week, Brendan Brown from the Australian Podiatrists Association sees at least 2 or 3 people who've contracted an infection from a nail bar. He wants tougher rules to protect consumers.
Because people just are not aware of how very dangerous this can be.
Yeah, well, hopefully they're aware now and you know all the right questions to ask before getting your nails done. That was Dean Cassidy reporting.